What up, is DJ Cash, the Fly Haitian Kid, aka Big Bomba. Of course, you seen the title, you know what's going on. I have the homie Blxckie in the building one time. Blxckie, what's up, man?
I'm chilling, my brother. How you?
Welcome to Atlanta. Even though I know this isn't your first time, I've seen you in Atlanta a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In passing, I've seen you. You know what I'm saying? You've been to Bomba. You know, I've a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Visited.
Supporting the home team. You know what I mean?
Sure. So, shout out to Bunny. Shout out to Devin Coco. So yeah.
So dope, man. Very dope. Like seems like you take to Atlanta pretty well.
Yeah, actually. My first time in Atlanta was last year when I came out. I was out here recording for like 3 months. I was out here just recording, really. Like I wasn't outside that much. But then when the guys came through, they were like, "Yo, you need to see what's going on out here," you know. So I went to see it, but yeah, I grew to liking it, just the vibes out here and just, everything that's going on in and around music, you know. Right. So yeah, now we back. I'm on tour with Baz, and yeah, we were just vibing.
I think it's real interesting that you chose Atlanta to recording. I mean, not just because for the last couple of years it's been dominating hip hop, but but like because Atlanta has this unique vibe and sound to it, just much like South Africa.
For sure.
Like South Africa has a unique vibe and unique just whole thing going on. You know what I mean? So Atlanta has that same thing. Like, are you ever afraid that the two will clash? Like, your upbringing and the vibe you got in the SA, and then coming here and this is a whole different vibe in Atlanta. Like,
I mean, it's not a whole different vibe. I won't lie. There's a lot of similarities.
Okay.
Even the way, all the way down to how like artists use their voice and how creative you can get with just the process and everything. It's very similar. That's why I fell in love with just like, the hip hop scene out here and whatever they were doing. And that's what I grew into, that lane. Even the R&B that's out here is also dope. So just being able to record here was fire. But yeah, I get what you're saying. There's like the way we get creative, like in SA is also the same. Like we use every element, try to make sure that like, nothing sounds the same as anything that was done before. So yeah,
and it's a really good time to be an artist from SA. I feel like,
for sure,
because I feel like every place has its time. Everybody, like New York has its time in music, Louisiana, Atlanta, Houston, LA, everybody has its time, UK. So I feel like right now, South Africa is the time. Like it's time for South, like everybody's now finding out the amazing talent that's coming out of South Africa.
I hear you. Yeah, it makes sense, A lot of work's been put in, you know what I mean? Namely for me, Nasty, we're from the same province in South Africa, so watching him do what he was doing at such a young age, and then by the time I was in the game too, like he was expanding, and getting out in America too, so it's like all that work that people have been putting in from SA and trying to like, expand from just like the ceiling that we have like in SA in terms of just the music we're making and the reach we want to get to, it's, it's paying off right now. So, everything that Pody did is directly related to everything that Tyler's doing right now. And, Black Coffee, even Trevor, he's not even in the, the music space, but just like having the eyes, just watching SA right now and the ears too, it's
But I think it all helps. Like even guys like Trevor, it helps because us Americans, we're very much so in our own bubble. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking for us, like I can't speak for the rest of the world, but for us, we're like in our own bubble. So like the more we hear and learn about a specific place, like the better. You know what I'm saying?
I hear
so
you.
Like guys like Trevor help us know more about South Africa, and guys like you, guys like Nasty Seed, Amapiano, everything that comes out of it, it just helps us, and I think it helps the culture and everything in it grow.
Yeah, it also gives like a broader scope because you could like one artist from there, but then when everything is coming at you so quickly, it forces you to be like, yo, what's actually going on in SA? So yeah.
So how cool are you in Nasty Seed? Because he did kind of the same thing. He came to Atlanta for a couple months, maybe even longer than that.
Yeah,
he was here for a minute. You know what I mean? And he was just recording. He didn't go out much. It didn't seem like, and he just recorded.
For sure.
It looked like that's all he did. Like he just woke up and went to the studio. You know what I'm saying? So do y'all talk? Is that something he was like, bro, to get to the next level or to change up, you got to do this? Is that something
Nah. We don't really talk that much. But I get it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's super inspiring to be here.
Right.
You know, because when you start, like you don't even know that you're gonna get out of like your province. You know what I mean? So once you able to get on a flight and get here and actually be in the space that you're so inspired by, you gotta take full advantage of it. So that's what I was doing within those 3 months, just recording a lot. But yeah, just being outside is also a different side of it, because now you get to see what's going on right now, because the stuff that inspired me back then was what is happening back then. So if I want to insert myself and just immerse myself in the space right now, I have to know what's going on right now. So yeah, that's the point. But we don't. It wasn't a conversation that we had.
Right.
But yeah, I understand why you would be in studio like that. Yeah.
So even though South Africa has an amazing music scene, like amazing artists, like when people have these conversations of hip hop and just music or whatever, South Africa isn't necessarily brought up as far as like hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So do people like are kind of surprised that you're from South Africa once they get to know you and like, oh, you from SA?
I mean, it depends on how I introduce it, because sometimes like I could say to someone, "Yo, I'm from South Africa," and it's not that surprising until I play the music, and they're like, "Oh, you sound like you from,"
They're expecting Amapiano.
Exactly. Or if they hear the music first, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm actually from South Africa," and that's more surprising,
Right.
But yeah, I think as I said, like the work that everyone's doing right now in the hip hop space, like it will open up doors for people to be like, what's actually going on in the hip hop scene in South Africa. But just being a part of it is dope.
Right. What is the hip hop scene like in Africa? Is it as big as it is here, or is it like still like a very much so like underground scene? Or
I mean, I can't speak for other countries, but in South Africa it's very young. You know what I mean? I think we're closing in on probably a good 15 to 20 years only, you know what I mean, of just hip hop being in the main space and people listening to it and it being on the charts and on radio and stuff like that. But in the US, it's like it's part of it's a cornerstone. You know what I mean? Like it's there. That's where it comes from. So it's super different. But it's prominent in South Africa for sure. It's there, They have hip hop superstars out there too, It's very much growing for sure. And yeah, I'm a part of it too, and we're trying to expand and make sure that we get our name solidified in America too.
I don't think there's been there aren't many hip hop artists that are not from the States that the States really embrace.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We're in our own bubble. Like, we're really like legit in our own bubble.
But then they're opening up to the UK for sure now.
Yeah. And that's very recent though.
Yeah.
Very recent. You know what I'm saying? And only certain parts, because even in America, there's bubbles within the bubble. You know what I'm saying? Because down south, there's some people that might not listen to artists that are from the north.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's like a real thing.
Yeah.
It's not everybody, but there's some people that might be from up north that don't listen to down south at all, or vice versa, or from the west or whatever.
Crazy.
So it's very like, I don't even know how to explain it. So it's like, do you ever look at that as a challenge? Like, do you ever feel like you got something to prove because like your artist not from the States?
Yeah, definitely. Like anyone that comes out here to chase what they're chasing, you have something to prove. I'm not coming out here as knowing that I'm from where I'm from and then just trying to big up myself and be like, yeah, you guys should know me. It's not even like that. Like I'm here to like do the work and be the artist that's not there yet. You know what I'm saying? Be in studio all the time, be outside and make sure.
But even though you're there.
I mean, I'm there back home, but right here, like, there's a lot of work to be done. You know what I mean? And I just mentally prepared myself for that. Yeah, you have to prove yourself. There's no way around it.
I think I think relationships and things that like you're doing now, like what we're doing now, is important because as a DJ, I feel the same way playing Amapiano. I feel like I got something to prove
Yeah.
to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You see what I'm saying? So, but I feel like the more we interact, the more we just be on some like chill shit. Not even just always just like, all right, come to my show. Just on some vibe shit.
Yeah, conversations for sure.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Conversations need to happen.
Because then I can like I'm in those rooms that quote unquote validate artists.
Yeah.
And you need sometimes other people to speak for you. Be like, nah, Blxckie's hard, bro. Like, are you crazy? Like, dude is nice, and vice versa. For you to go over there and be like, nah, I went to Mama Tuesdays, bro. Like, it's authentic. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I think like it's super important to have these conversations.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I hear you.
So like, I'm originally from New York, right? I'm Caribbean. So in New York, the party scene, right? We mix the worlds, like hip hop and dance hall. They meet often. You know what I'm saying? Like the worlds blend. You know what I'm saying? So is that the case with SA and like the indigenous sounds of SA, like Amapiano?
Yeah. Nah, a lot. So SA is like lots of dance music for sure. Right. So
but does it blend with hip hop? Do they?
Oh, with hip hop?
Right.
Yeah, it does. Like any event or any club that you go to in SA, you're gonna hear a lot of Amapiano, but you're also gonna hear a lot of South African hip hop. You know what I mean? It's never been a thing of like separation. I guess on social media it's like that. There's a little bit of a pushback from just like hip hop artists. At a time there was a time where just like hip hop artists didn't even want to associate with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But why do you think that is?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. There's some rappers it's a little bit weird. Right. I don't know. Or they want to like protect the culture and just like push hip hop forward, SA hip hop forward, rather than dance. Because dance music from SA has been around for a long time and it's been big for a long time. It's just Amapiano is very much homegrown. You know what I mean? It's not like house music that you can like trace back to maybe like the UK or like spots in Germany or whatever. Amapiano is more like from the roots of SA, you know what I mean? So it just became so big that, people couldn't ignore it anymore. People couldn't not embrace it anymore. So yeah, we started embracing it. And yeah, we're here now,
How does that make you feel? Like you come to, like I said, you come to Obama Tuesdays where the crowd is 90% American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like singing lyrics in Zulu, singing lyrics in like,
it's
different languages. Like
when I was there, like they really do not know what they're saying, bro. It's wild. It's wild. Pronounce it their own way, like, dance about it their own way. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing for sure.
Right.
Cause especially for like the artists that are making it, that get to see how far it can take them, and then anyone else that's trying to do Amapiano or anything South African related, when they find out that like, this thing is actually, the reach is crazy. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's fire. It's fire. Right.
So like I know you said like you're gonna come here and kind of basically grind it out like you're a brand new artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like that comes with its own challenges too. Like because you're already established and such a figure at home, like do you ever look at certain things from that struggle and be like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
because the experience of a brand new artist is very different than the experience of an established artist.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure. I mean, at first, so it's my first tour. I haven't been on tour, ever. So shout out to Baz actually for getting me on this album tour. The first thing I thought about was like, how am I gonna perform to these people that like probably are not gonna know me? You know what I mean? Because at home, just get on stage, crowd's going crazy already. The songs are being sung to you, like you don't even need to say much, But as a person that's trying to do the work, I have to sort of like speak to them and be like, I'm from South Africa. This song is called this.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like give them a whole introduction every show, and it's mostly back to back. Like so. That was a change for me, but at first I was like, "Damn, bro, this is about to be the lamest tour ever. If this is what I'm gonna do every day." But then, I started thinking about it like, yo, if you did the work in SA, you know, it's the same thing. You just gotta apply it to America too. And that goes with everything, just like the way I record.
Right.
Cause back home, like when I'm recording, like it's not even that much pressure anymore. Like I know that, yo, whatever I do, it's just gonna be fire. You know what I mean?
Right.
But out here, it's like, okay, you got to think about it a little bit more differently. Like, how can I prove myself? What can I make that's actually, it's fire, like, without a doubt. You know what I mean? And
Right.
yeah, that goes with the shows too. Like, how can I perform and make sure anyone that's watching is gonna be like, yo, that guy's fire. With,
Right.
you know, without a doubt. I don't care where it's from.
Are you not worried it changes your sound too much though? Like, do you ever get worried like of trying to appease the masses too much and then losing that edge of what like kind of got you on the tour and moving around?
I mean, there's a little bit of fear for sure, but then it's not enough to make me like switch up the sort of space that I'm in right now. You know, it's just, the point is to just make great music. You know what I mean? Give people a great introduction so that I have a solid foundation for whatever else I'm trying to do.
Right.
With the backing from the label, also, you know, can't take that for granted, you know? So, yeah, it's good. I feel like it's going to be a good time, but just depends on how much time that is.
Right. So if everything goes exactly how you planned it to go on this tour with the career, with you making your rounds in the States and around the world, like let's say the states or the UK or wherever does like really take a liking to you and you hit it big, you get a #1 here. You know what I'm saying? All the things you rightfully deserve happens. Like, do you leave SA? Do you move here? Do you stay in SA? Because what happens here, right? A lot of guys like they kind of hit the scene with a specific sound, and then when they make it big here in the States, they move to LA. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that. I've seen that.
And then they kind of lose their edge. They kind of lose that sound, you know? So like, would you feel like, oh, I can grow more if I dipped out? Or would you be like, I bet I did what I need to do. Now I'm going back to SA.
I feel like I'd figure it out, you know? Whatever, like who's actually done it like crazy? Whatever.
I don't think there is a person.
I mean, Davido and Burner, Rema also, he's going crazy right now.
Davido
But
got
it's
a
like,
cheat code because he's like from here and there at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So he got like a cheat code. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's always good to go back home and get the sauce and, you know what I mean, not lose touch, you know, with the culture, what's going on there. But yeah, however long I need to stay here to do what I need to do, that's what I'm doing, bro. It's not an issue. But officially moving and being like, yo, I'm not going back, I don't think that's an option.
Right.
There's just too much going on in SA that I need to be there for.
Connected
you
to.
know?
Right. Since you got here and since you've been coming here, who's kind of like been really like rocking with you the most and like showing you the most love?
Well,
as far as like artist or producer or
so the first time I even thought about coming to America was probably like from interactions I've had with this artist named Comethazine.
Okay.
I don't know if you know him, it's fire. Then it was Chase the Money. This is before the label, before I even, you know, came out here. You know what I mean? Chase the Money hit me up and he was like, yo, whenever you're out here, you know, you should pull up. Obviously, the guys from Dreamville, so Earth Gang, Baz, Majid also. But yeah, from the trip though, I think it's mostly like producers, you know what I mean, that I've been in studio with. But
like who? Anybody like from the A?
I don't know who's from here. I mean, there's like DB, he's fire.
Okay.
Keyman, Hollywood Cole. Damn, who else? I think I got a session with TM88 today. That's gonna be fire. But yeah, it's just, I think that's more work. But in terms of like people that actually mess with me, just, you know, my music and actually deep dive and took a liking to it, it's probably the first few people I mentioned. Yeah.
Right. So like the one thing I noticed when I was in SA was the food. Like I definitely enjoyed the food. Other than the vibe.
What did you eat?
Nothing crazy. I just think like y'all food is fresher. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like y'all food is just better quality. You know what I'm saying? Like,
get you.
have you eaten at any of our iconic spots that?
I don't know what's iconic. What's iconic?
I mean, you in Atlanta, like you gotta eat the wings. Like you gotta.
Oh,
Go
the
to,
American,
you,
the American Deli ones. Yeah,
yeah.
fire. I mess with that.
Hey, you don't seem convinced.
I,
You don't seem convinced.
nah, I was.
American Deli's cool, but you gotta go to like the hood spot to
Which
get the good
ones?
wings, bro. Like you know, everybody's like different. Like, you know, there's like every hood got like that little gas station strip. You know what I'm saying? Or wings, like, you know what I mean? And not every American deli's good. Like, you gotta go to specific ones.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I don't even know which one that was, but for the first time, I was impressed because like you guys just be going crazy with like flavors and stuff like that. Like in SA, we don't be going that crazy. The furthest probably goes like spicy stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you guys be adding like honey, and you guys have like lemon pepper things, and you know
It's like 50,
it's
60
a lot.
flavors. Yeah.
It's a lot. So
Then you can get lemon pepper, then you can get lemon pepper wet.
yeah,
you
and
can
then
get
lemon pepper dry. You get
Yeah.
the bone in, bone. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot to choose from. So I was impressed by that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down to try whatever else. You know.
Nice.
What do you mess with?
Here, food wise, I mean, wings. Like, you can't. Like I said, I'm originally from New York. When I got here and discovered lemon pepper, bro, it changed my life. You know what I'm saying? It changed my life, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, lemon pepper is a life changing. Like, then, you know, like, I don't know, like I don't know. I don't know if I seen this in SA, but like, we eat in the club here.
Yeah.
what I'm
I've
saying?
seen that. I've seen that.
Like,
Oh, yesterday we had what is that place called? The tacos from Velvet.
Velvet tacos.
Yeah,
Yeah, they straight. I like them.
those was
Velvet
fire.
Velvet
We had
tacos.
the chicken and waffle one
Okay.
with
Oh,
the
yeah.
hot sauce
okay.
and the honey. That
Yeah.
was lit.
Yeah.
That was lit.
Raise your
But yeah,
cholesterol real quick.
everything
You know
else
what
was
I'm saying?
fire. But shout out to them. That was lit.
Yeah.
But yeah, any like that one wasn't like traditional, I guess, because you know they have like also their own
Right.
types of tacos and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm down to try whatever is what I'm saying.
Yeah. You know, like, I feel like with you is something like I said about like Nasty C. I said about like a lot of artists just coming out of SA and kind of Africa, period. Like, I don't think you guys understand like the precedent that you're setting. Like, because a lot of us, we've been lied to about the continent in general. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
So when guys like you come, when Nasty C comes, like, it gives us a completely different perspective on hip hop from that area. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And like, you guys, whether you know it or not, are like kind of like the pioneers for your area.
Yeah.
With you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, raising
for
the flag,
us at
for
least.
sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Because it gives us a real time image.
Of what's going on out
Right.
there. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And yeah, pioneers is a good word because you know we sort of like at the forefront. You know what I mean? As I said, like I commend anyone that's ever tried it. I think AKA was out here. I think Casper pulled up. T from the V, his name's Stogie now. But yeah, they all tried it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we're like, yo, we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna come back with like news about it, and however we move after we get out there is like. We'll tell you like how good it was or how bad it was, you know what I mean? So watching all that happen and then, being in the space to be like, okay, should I do it or not? You know what I mean? It's always it's dope, you know what I mean?
Because
to know that
it's
like,
real. Because the states
part
too
of that.
is very like
it's cutthroat.
hard. Yeah. And it's a tough crowd, bro. Like,
For sure.
the states are hard to please, bro. You
I
know,
get
like
you.
they're super like critics. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the states are gonna break down everything about you. Like,
sure.
I'm pretty sure you have those real hip hop lovers in SA or anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's something about the state like. We'll break you down first and then be like, but you alright though. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I fuck with you though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
so it's like,
crazy.
do you come across those tough critics that be like, that kind
Yeah,
of like
I had
those fans that are like,
I had a situation this one time where I think it was like a TikTok where it's like a video of just random names like all over the screen, and they were like, yo, who even are these guys? Because all those names were basically South African underground artists,
Word.
and then my name just sort of slipped in there too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then they're busy like picking out the names and being like, yo, some of them are like, I'm not listening to any of this shit because I don't know any of these names. And it was more. So the thing was that TikTok was a South African TikTok, but then somehow it caught wind here in America.
States, right.
So then it started going crazy on like Twitter and TikTok and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I spent too much time on my phone, so I was just in there like, yo, what are these people
went down the
actually
rabbit
saying?
hole.
You know?
Yeah. So how do you combat that? How do you?
Because,
How do you?
okay, when I saw it, I was like, okay, cool. They pretty much shitting on everyone here because, you know, they don't know them. But then there are, like, that select few that were like, yo, as content, though, they're like, yo, I'm going to go bump, like, the first 10 of these guys, and then I'll let you know, like, you know, if I fuck with it or
Right.
not. And there's never been a time where someone listens to my shit and was like,
That shit was whack.
shit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So that gives me that confidence to be like, okay, at least, you know, there's something right that I'm doing, and it's not a bad decision to go out there and explore that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
Right. I love it, bro. Well, I love that you out here, and I love that you keep coming back. I love that we ain't scare you away. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I see that too, bro. I see artists come here and they be like, man, fuck the States, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I love that you're coming back. I love that you're recording. What I would love to do, I would love to try to help in any way and definitely link you with some big name producers that I think that you would be fire with.
Yeah.
And please, man, you got a friend here now. You got family here
For
now.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, bro, we're gonna party tonight. You know what I'm saying? And then if you could come back, you come back again
On
to
a
Bamba.
Tuesday.
It'll
Yes,
be dope.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Appreciate
appreciate you,
that.
bro. And yeah, man, we're gonna have some good clean Atlanta fun.
Good clean.
Yeah, good clean.
Clean Atlanta
Let them know where they
fun.
can find you though.
I go by the name of Blxckie, Blxckie, everywhere, you know. TikTok, X, all the DSPs, you know what I mean? You'll find me out there, all the social media also. And yeah, man, I'm out here in America doing my thing. Show love. Make sure you bump the music. And yeah, man, shout out to Bamba.